So guys, I found this. I thought, well, let's watch some videos together just for something different. This is Belinda from Belinda's Babies, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's watch this little video from, what year is this from? I'll have to put that up there, but it's from Fox News. It looks like Fox Charlotte 46. And I'm always interested in mental health, so I'm always finding mental health stuff. And I found this. She accredits doll collecting for helping her mental health. So let's see if they look at this in a positive light. What's this going to look like?
It's a hobby and lifestyle that's been highlighted on shows like My Strange Addiction and is on countless YouTube channels.
Well, some call it odd or even creepy. One Charlotte woman says that her reborn dolls have significantly helped her with her mental health.
Fox 46's Annie Zatowski introduces us to her and explains why objects can ground us when we need it.
On any given day, you'll find Nicole Harris taking a walk in her Charlotte neighborhood.
I used to walk 10 miles a day.
She says it gives her peace.
Yes.
But it's not just the strolling. It's more about what's in the stroller.
I've done some singing to them before.
4 dolls, so lifelike, if you're not paying attention, you'd miss.
Oh, that's cool. She takes the 4 of them. I wonder if that's all she has is 4. But she takes the 4 of them in the stroller. Cool.
Take them for human babies.
Usually people just think they're real right off the bat, so they'll just say, oh, what a cute baby, or how old is your baby?
Nicole is part of the growing reborn doll community. Search social media and you'll be scrolling for a while.
They're made of silicone, so not only do they look real, they feel real, they move like they're real.
Even down to the tiniest detail.
He's even got a little baby scratch right there.
Oh, but this baby, I don't think is made of silicone. It looks like it's made of acrylic. Not acrylic. What do you call it? God, I'm totally vinyl. They look vinyl, but look how sweet. Oh my goodness.
Like he scratched his little face.
To be clear, Nicole is fully aware of what they are and what they aren't.
I know they're not real babies.
But some reborn enthusiasts get really into it.
They, will feed them, change their diapers all day, get them in a few different outfits, fix them meals. Like, it can be a whole lifestyle.
Those reborn moms have dedicated YouTube channels for their routines. It's where Nicole realized these dolls might be exactly what she needed.
There was a woman.
Now, I don't know if people are changing their diapers all day and making the meals all day. These are role-playing videos because in the community, people like to watch that sort of thing. But when the camera's off, I'm not sure someone is treating them like a real baby, but hey, maybe some are. But I think for the most part, when I role play, I'm doing it for the video content, and because it's fun to do. It's like you're playing with your doll, and you play with your doll, and I cuddle my baby dolls, but I don't do that like every day like a real child. So I think that may be misrepresented a little tiny bit. So let's keep watching.
Woman who had a lot of anxiety, and she had the reborn dolls, and she said that it just changed her life for the better. And I decided, well, I'm gonna give that a try. What else have I got to lose?
Nicole was diagnosed with schizophrenia just last year, but has struggled with her mental health ever since she can remember.
Growing up, I had a lot of depression, anxiety. I was very fearful. My brain was always so busy thinking about something from a year ago to in the moment to 5 years from now.
The dolls bring almost instant relief.
If I'm in a state of kind of delusions, things like that, where I can't physically pull myself back in, all I have to do is go to my dolls and hold them, pick them up. So like this is usually how I like to have her, very, very close in and snuggled tight. It's like the world stops spinning, stops being heavy, just lightens up.
It's a coping mechanism Sharice Johnson, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, says most of us use, we just don't know it.
Come home from a long day.
I like very much that the video is showing like the mental health piece, how it can be comforting. Not sure how the general public will look at this, if they're looking at this because she has a diagnosis of schizophrenia, and you know how people can be. She's not right, so that's why she's doing this and all that. I hope that the actual broadcast maybe speaks to a group of people and not just one individual, because I think it's wonderful that it's helping, but how do I put this? People can really feel, I don't know, the general public can think that anybody who has reborn dolls or utilizes reborn dolls for support is not well, right? And there's just times when you're well and well. I don't want to get into all that. I guess I'm kind of feeling speechless right now, because we all know we get a lot of feedback and stuff. People thinking that we're out to lunch. I use that language. And I know there's a lot of collectors out there that will adamantly state, I don't do this for my mental health. This is not a support doll. I'm a collector. I collect the dolls because I'm a collector, and I paint them and sell them, and that's what I do. To me, I think anything that makes you happy is beneficial to your mental health. And not to share that, how it's beneficial to your mental health, any kind of hobby, anything that you do or creative thing that you do is beneficial to mental health. And sometimes we just don't talk about that because we don't want people to think there's something wrong with you, because the general public usually thinks that anyway. Oh, it's awful to say, but and I guess the flip side is, if you utilize the doll for your mental health, like any kind of thing that someone does, no matter what it is, whatever hobby it is, whatever artistic thing, whatever kind of exercise, and whatever that makes you feel good inside, is a benefit to your mental health. So yes, it is a benefit to everyone's mental health, right? Do I use the doll for support? Well, when I'm feeling sad, yeah, I cuddle my babies. I love my babies. They make me happy. It's just like saying, when I'm not having the greatest day, I'll paint. I feel good when I paint. I'm in my own little artistic world. It's something I enjoy doing, right? So in a way, that is also benefit to one's mental health. So I think when people say they bring in a diagnosis and then talk about mental health, and it can be really misconstrued. That's not how you pronounce the word. I don't know. That's why someone would play with dolls, because there's something wrong. Like, I don't like that. Let's just keep watching and see if that. This is a psychologist, I believe. Let's see how that psychologist talks about this.
Day, feel super stressed out, change your clothes, put on something warm and fuzzy that's going to be soft towards the skin, and then you're going to sit down and you're going to pull a blanket over you.
It's all about physical touch, causing a chemical reaction in your brain.
So they create what's called oxytocin. We call it kind of like a love hormone that literally is stimulated when there's any kind of touch. So most of us get that from our family, we get that from hugs or people that we love.
For some, it might be a pillow or a weighted blanket. For Nicole, it's her dolls, even if people don't quite understand.
Do you worry about what people think?
I used to, and then my life was a lot more miserable and I wasn't enjoying myself anymore.
What does bring her joy is sharing her dolls on TikTok.
It has been brought to my attention that I offended some of you. I'm truly sorry. I meant to offend all of you.
In fact,
Oh, she's on TikTok. That's awesome. I gotta go find her on TikTok. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
this video went viral not too long ago, netting 1 million views. It's become Nicole's outlet to share her mental health journey. So far, there's been a handful of haters.
You're too old to play with dolls. Grow up. You know, they know nothing about me. They don't even know that I have a disorder or schizophrenia. They're just judging my behaviors.
Johnson.
And it doesn't matter what kind of disorder, what kind of label, what kind of whatever. You know, who cares? Who cares? That is not the big part of it, right? You can choose to share that or not share that. And sometimes people may think, well, you're sharing this and that's why you do it. Maybe gives a reason for it. But what's wrong with just saying, I love it? That's why. I got to check her videos out. TikTok.
Agrees.
A lot of times we fear and judge what we don't understand. So one of the best things that we can do is just to be compassionate, and if somebody is finding a way to cope that's healthy and adaptive for them, then just giving them the latitude to do whatever works.
And while reborn dolls aren't always cost friendly,
A nice starter doll would probably be about $100. If you want to get more realistic, you're going to see yourself getting into probably $500, $600, all the way up to $5,000.
Nicole says what they've given her is priceless.
We are all just people. There's no normal. The normal, when it gets thrown in there, just messes everything up.
Annie Satowski, Fox 46.
And I want to thank Annie Satowski for shining a spotlight on such an important subject there.
So guys, I really enjoyed that video. I thought it was really good. I like the fact that the psychiatrist or psychologist kind of talked about the fact that anything that gives you comfort, never really spoke about the fact that people do this for collecting purposes. Just kind of talked about the fact that reborn dolls are more like a coping way to cope with a mental health issue. I mean, there's lots of people that use weighted blankets like she talked about, and pillows and different things to comfort themselves. But it's not just about comfort, right? So it would have been great if the news reporter would have expanded a little bit about that a little bit, but I think her focus was on the TikToker, which was nice. I think it was done in a nice way. Nothing negative about that. I guess from my perspective. Now, general public may see it a little different. But yeah, if I was the reporter, I would have added in there a little bit about the fact that people do this because they're collectors, you know, and there's a massive community of people, right? And it's not just about a coping thing for illness. There's all different reasons why people collect baby dolls. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it with me. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe and comment below. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.